recent discussion with Kazumi was aggravating and frustrating. Yeah, I lost my temper a couple of times, and anybody who knows me knows it doesn't take a whole lot for that to happen. But it wasn't a waste of time. Good things did come of it. Good things almost always come from discussion, even if you lose your temper. And one of the things that came out of this was I posted a video, Make Me Your Bitch, in which I asked people to leave ideas, some suggestions for possible topics that I could talk about when it comes to gay culture and gay people. And one of the questions that I got was basically asking me to define exactly what gay culture is. And I have an answer for you. There is no definition. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't exist. It absolutely exists. Gay culture is real. Even if you can't identify it and put clear, definitive boundaries on it. Even if people are going to disagree about what constitutes being a part of gay culture and what doesn't. Well, there's one thing that is undeniable. Gay culture exists, and it always has. Now, gay culture today isn't the same as it was 10 years ago, or 20, or 30, or 40. It is constantly moving and morphing and changing and evolving along with society overall. Gay culture is just a part of culture at large, and it responds and reacts to the overall culture. Over the years, gay culture has picked up a lot of stereotypes, both good and bad. Gay culture has interacted directly with mainstream culture and has influenced mainstream culture as much as mainstream culture has affected gay culture. There's no question that this has been happening. But Kazumi, in his blindness, in his ignorance, in his prejudice against certain things, has actually brought up some really good points. And the points that he brings up are antiquated fossils of an earlier day. There was a time, not that long ago, 20 years ago, where gay culture defined itself as being separate from mainstream culture. It rejected and resisted the notion that gay men could serve in the military, gay people could serve in the military. They saw that as aping a straight identity. It was seen as being trying to fit into and be accepted into straight culture and society. There was a certain amount of pride in setting yourself apart from what would be considered mainstream. It was a rebellious way of moving through the world as a gay person. And at the time, I can understand it. It made sense. But Kazumi hangs on to these antiquated ideas and waves his flag as if it's something new. That these are brand new ideas that haven't been discussed before. 20 years ago, gay culture and the gay community overall was against the idea of gays serving in the military. They were against the idea of gay marriage. They were against the idea of adopting children. Yeah, of course, it doesn't mean all gay people felt that way. But in general, there was a feeling that these were things that would not be beneficial to gay people, that we were somehow different. Now, in the 20 years since, a lot has changed. Gay people have begun demanding that their relationships be respected for what they are, and that we not allow bigoted stereotypes from years gone by keep us in a prison cell of what people think gay is. Kazumi had mentioned in video and in comments that from his point of view, there is only one thing that's acceptable. There is only one body type, one type of music, one type of fashion, one type of gay man that is acceptable to society, and that mainstream society and gay culture have both kind of conspired to create this stereotype all gay men strive to be. He described it as tall children, tall, hairless, buff children. First off, his constant and obsessive mentioning of children is, to put it mildly, a little bit creepy. And his definition of what is manly is basically rude and with body hair. And to be honest, Kazumi's not alone. There are a lot of people out there who see their own subjective preferences as being definitive of what the gay culture or what the gay community is all about. They fail to see that anything a gay person does is a gay thing. Anything that affects gay people is a gay issue. And anything that gay people care about is a part of gay culture and the gay community. All of these things together is what we as a group would consider gay culture, what most people would consider gay culture. And not everything that is a part of gay culture is strictly gay. And not every issue that affects gay people only affects gay people. Someone had once asked, why can't there be a difference between something that's gay and something that's straight? Why can't we have things that are just strictly gay? The answer is it just doesn't exist. There is nothing in reality that actually exists only in the gay community, or only belongs to gay people, or can only be described as being gay or part of gay life, except maybe dating someone of the same sex. Everything else pretty much runs across the spectrum. Both the gay and straight communities face many of the same issues. When I talk about gay issues, I don't really mean the issues themselves, but more about how these issues affect the gay community. I mentioned that rape is an issue in the gay community, and Kazumi immediately said that no, rape is not a gay issue because straight people get raped too. So there's this fascination with being separate and different and not a part of mainstream culture or anything that has anything to do with straight people. If it happens to a gay person, it is a gay issue.
If it happens to a gay person, it's a gay issue.
Regardless if it happens to anyone else or not. If it happens within the gay community, it's a gay issue, regardless of whether or not it happens in mainstream culture. So when I discuss gay issues, what I'm really discussing is the failure of the gay community to confront and address issues that affect gay people. Whether or not somebody shaves their body isn't an issue. It isn't a gay issue. This is not an issue that faces the gay community. This is just an issue that Kazumi has in his head. It's something that he invented in his head as being an issue, when the reality is, it's just a prejudice that he has against certain people. It's a personal preference of his that men don't shave. It has nothing to do with being gay or the gay community or gay culture. It's just not an issue. So what is gay culture? The reality is gay culture is what you make of it. How you move through the world as a gay person, or how you interact with the people around you as a gay person.